All right, Dude Brothers, we're back. Max, Chubbs, more old school horror trailers for you. Today, the Amityville Horror. Okay, from 1979 with Margot Kidder of Superman Lois Lane fame and Josh Brolin's dad, the guy who played Thanos. And
nice.
We'll talk about the story after we watch the trailer, but let's get into this in 3, 2, 1. Sunlight. There's that house.
Yeah. They don't build anymore. A relic of a time when the world wasn't in such a hurry. When there was still time for a little charm and elegance. It has stood empty for a long while.
I wonder if that house is still there.
Price
we'll get to that. I know a little bit about what happened.
Growing young family. It is almost too good to be true.
What do you think?
I love it.
The end.
The end. Oh, happy days.
Rod Steiger in the Amityville Horror.
Uh-oh. Oh. Flies.
God's peace in this house.
Is he Professor X? What the hell is going on?
Yeah.
Oh, why don't you swat them away, sir?
So the flies are the bad guys?
Yeah.
Somebody is shooting a gun around here somewhere, right? So if we hit the floor...
you know what happened. Hey, they shut it for you. Oh, how you doing? What?
What if Superman would come save her and he's got to fight the demon? Because, I mean, what good would Superman do against a demon? I mean, who would be stronger?
Right.
You know? I mean...
Yeah, let's go down the smoky stairs steps. That's what you get.
Yeah, if you're in a horror situation, why go in the basement? Seems like that'd be the last damn place you want to go.
We have to do something.
He needs to shave.
That's right.
Or get a haircut.
Wow.
I'm coming apart.
He did a great job, though, I will say. Like,
Yeah. What year was this? Did you know?
79.
79, wow.
Yeah.
28 days after the Lutz family moved into their dream house.
They had to get all the windows.
Yeah, we have to fix all this stuff, honey.
It's the money bit.
Terror
Yeah.
You will never forget.
Demon Money Pit.
And you
Good
will
movie.
believe
That would be awesome.
in the Amityville
Maybe that's
Horror.
what was wrong with that house.
James Rowland, Josh,
The
that's what I was
best-selling
looking
book
for.
that made millions believe in the unbelievable. The Amityville
Gotta love
Horror.
these old school trailers, man.
That's one of those movies that, like, everybody knows. And, you know.
Well, there you go. Now, okay, the Amityville Horror. We all know the movies. They redid it in 2005, I believe, with Ryan Reynolds. But, okay, you've heard of the Conjuring movies, right? They have the doll, Annabelle doll. In real life, it's a Raggedy Ann doll. Now, the Lutz who moved in the house, okay? But you have the people who came to check it out. Now, in my research, what happened was the story is that the guy who wrote the book, The Amityville Horror, talked to the people of the house and they kind of exaggerated everything. So maybe one or two things happened and they said, well, what would make a good story? And you get all the rest. Now, in real life, they had to redo the entire house so nobody knew what it looked like because too many people were showing up. So take that with your grain of salt if it's real or not. But if you're a horror movie fan, it's a cool movie because James Brolin does a good job of going insane. Like, they don't show it in the trailer, but he wakes up at 3:15 every morning. And the people before him shot their family to death. And those are like, you have the daughter talks to a spirit in the house.
And like a Shining.
Almost. But you get like the eyes. Like they see the red eyes. I think they're pig eyes, but the flies kill the priest. And
those red eyes, me and you saw one time.
Yeah, fun story. Walking down the street, we chalked to the right, and it looked like we were going to a friend of ours, a beautiful woman. She's beautiful today. It was either a bag or a tarp.
It was two red dots.
But it was two red eyes. They were too far apart to be a cat. They were too low to the ground to be a dog.
Yeah.
It looked like a head coming from the ground. Now, don't quote us on this because we're not saying anything different. So,
I mean, if you had to pick what it looked like, I would say a cat's eyes and a reflection. That'd be the closest thing.
If these kind of things scare you, check out the old school Amityville Horror 1979. Now, fun fact, Amityville Horror 3 was in 3D. One of the stars of that movie was Meg Ryan. Now, you're going to find in a podcast later on from the Dude Brothers, stars who began in horror movies, because you find that a lot.
Yeah.
Katherine Heigl, which you might not know, she was in one of the Chucky movies. You have Kevin Bacon, we saw was in 1980, Friday the 13th. Meg Ryan in this one. But because horror is an easy genre to just put people in. So anyway, but I always thought Amityville Horror was cool, real or not. So there you go. The Dude Brothers do all these for you. Trailers, young and old. So check us out next time. He is Max. I am Chubbs. Over and out.